Coming up a little later on, Angelina Ballerina is whirling and twirling her way with fun for us today. But next, it's the birthday show with Kevin. I wonder what Mr. Mailman will deliver today. Whatever he delivers, it's bound to be filled with fun and games. It's the birthday show. Coming up next, only on PBS KIDS. And now, let's all celebrate with Kevin on the birthday show, right here on PBS KIDS Friday. And now it's time for Angelina Ballerina, dancing her way to PBS KIDS Friday. Later on, he's 4 and he loves to explore. Guess who? It's Caillou. Get ready to laugh and learn with Caillou and his friends later on PBS KIDS Friday. But next, Thomas is coming down the track, and that means there's fun waiting just around the bend. Get ready for a very good time with that very useful engine, Thomas. Thomas and Friends is coming up next on PBS KIDS Friday. And now, it's time for Thomas and Friends, right here on PBS KIDS Friday. Later on, Sagwa the Siamese cat is ready to see all there is to see in China. Want to come along? It's Sagwa later on PBS KIDS Friday. But next, he's just a kid who's 4, and each day he learns some more. It's Caillou. It's fun to laugh and learn with Caillou, his sister Rosie, and his silly cat Gilbert. Caillou is coming up next, here on PBS KIDS Friday. And now, make way for Caillou, right here on PBS KIDS Friday. Later on, come visit the garden at the corner house and spend some time with James, Frida, Dennis, and Mrs. Lavender. James is a very important cat, but he's always got time for a friend like you. It's James the cat, later on PBS KIDS Friday. But next, Sagwa and her family and friends are ready to explore China. Why don't you come along? Sagwa is coming up next, here on PBS KIDS Friday. And now, Sagwa's on the move, and here to play on PBS KIDS Friday. Later on, there's a silly penguin on his way for lots of frosty fun today. It's always nice to slide on the ice with Pingu and his friends. It's Pingu, later on PBS KIDS Friday. But next, when you're friends with a snail and a dragon and a frog and a kangaroo, there's always something fun to do. James the cat is waiting for us in the garden. Let's go! James the cat is coming up next, here on PBS KIDS Friday. And now, James the cat is here to play, right here on PBS KIDS Friday. Caillou really loves going on adventures. Coming up later on, we'll join Tula, Ivor, and Groove for a spectacular musical journey on The Who's. Wonder where they'll go today. But first, it's time to join Zabu at Animal Junction. Zaboomafoo is coming up next, right here on Sprout. And now, it's time for Zaboomafoo, right here on PBS KIDS Friday.
And now, JJ the Jet Plane, flying in, fun, right here on PBS KIDS Sprout. Super story, JJ. Coming up later on, we'll take a visit to Sesame Street. But next, it's time to take a trip with Thomas. Thomas and Friends is coming up next, right here on Sprout. See you next time, Thomas. Coming up later, are you ready to go? Miles and Banjo can't wait to go on an adventure with you later on. So let's get out your Let's Go carts, because the Let's Go show is coming up later on. But first, it's time to take a trip on Sesame Street. Big Bird and Elmo's and his friends is all waiting for you, coming up next, right here on Sprout. And now, let's go visit to Sesame Street, right here on PBS KIDS Sprout.